There was that report yesterday saying that President-elect Biden was worried about a double-dip recession and a meaningful problem in terms of unemployment in this country, and wanted to get a deal in place before the holidays. When I say holidays, not Thanksgiving at this point, but Christmas. I know that they're pushing back on that, but what can you tell us behind the scenes?
Sure. Well, Aaron, it's good to be with you. I will say we should all be concerned about getting additional help to people to survive the pandemic, and everyone in all parts of the economy. We should be trying to help right now and not pick winners and losers, by the way. I know earlier today you've been talking about the airline industry and workers, which is critical, small businesses. At the end of this month, we're going to see people who are self-employed, contract workers, those who are gig workers. All of them will stop receiving any help under the unemployment system. And all of this is going to affect the economy. Good news in the economy you're talking about now, but this is going to affect everyone and every part of what is happening now as we try to go forward. So there's a lot of discussions going on a bipartisan basis. I'm involved with those. And to me, this is about making sure there are no winners and losers, that whatever we do, we do is comprehensive. And it's less about the overall number, because even if there is a short-term package for the next few months until we get into the new Biden administration, we have to act now. And my biggest concern is that at this point, about half of our colleagues, Republican colleagues in the Senate, say they don't want to support anything more. And Senator McConnell has to make a decision. So far, he's not been willing to engage in negotiations. Well, and that Senator, really needs to
the question is there a... Senator, I appreciate the need or the view that there should be a large and comprehensive package. But I think there's a question mark right now, given the timing, given the severity of this pandemic, given this winter that we are coming into right now. Talk about trying to avoid winners and losers. There are just going to be more and more losers unless something is done with some speed. Right. I had talked to Jamie Dimon last week from JP Morgan, and he said, you know what? Stop it. This is childish. Split the baby. Be done with it. Forget about the numbers per se. Forget about whether you're winning on this side or losing on this side. The American people deserve more. What do you tell him?
Well, Aaron, I would say I agree with that. What I just said is, rather than looking at numbers, we ought to be looking at how we help everyone in the economy. So when I say winners and losers, I'm not talking about political winners and losers. I'm talking about the person who is self-employed being helped as much as somebody who works through the airline industry or has a retail shop. We should be looking at all parts of the economy, the person who's being forced to stay home because of COVID right now and can't keep a roof over their family's head or food on the table. So what we need to do, even if it's short term, to me, it's not about, I would love to see a large comprehensive package moving forward, but if that's not achievable, it just needs to be comprehensive in terms of people, Americans. And so if it's...
So what does that look like? What is a deal like? What kind of number would you put on a deal like that?
I'm not even going to put a number, because to me it's about a few months. Maybe it's through the first quarter. Maybe it's, I agree, we need to act. And my colleagues, we have good discussions going on, bipartisan discussions in the Senate right now. And what needs to happen is everyone needs to understand this is extremely serious, even if it's just for a few months to get into the administration and then looking more comprehensively. That's something that should be considered. But this is about making sure that everyone who's caught in this situation with the pandemic is getting support. So it's not just the airline industry or just PPP. It's got to be looking at everyone, whether they work on their own, whether they're home because of the fact that their job went away because of what's happening, whether they're in a retail shop, whether they're working with the airline industry. We should care about all of them. And I think that's the most important thing to focus on right now.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.